What is up, Clashers? Willie here, back again with 50 Spartans for an LWCW match. Now, I do believe this is their last match before playoffs kick off after Christmas, but here they're picking up the win versus OneHive Swarm, 56-54. Alright, so we're going to jump in down here at number 19. We've got Crowner coming in with a Dragloon attack, and he's going to start off down here at the south, zapping these two air defenses. So he drops 3 lightning, and then the first earthquake, not quite going to take out the second air defense, but that's what the second earthquake is for, and he gets 2 of the air defenses taken out. Of course, this base also has grounded expos, which this attack is going to take advantage of. And then the heroes, they're coming in from the north side of the base, and they're going to take out at least 1 more air defense. So there they go, working through the queen targets that air defense up there in the north corner. And then the king pulls the enemy CC. So the queen's going to take out the enemy CC, and the dragons are coming in from the east side of the base. There they go, taking on the wizard towers first. Of course, they've got that sweeper to deal with. A couple of air skellies are going to pull there, and it looks like he sent in a hound and some balloons in the north to take care of the last air defense. So the last air defense is down. He still has the witch from the CC still up. It finally goes down. And now the dragons are going to take out the enemy queen on the inside. And once that's done, there's really not a whole lot left to threaten the dragons, except, of course, this Tesla farm over here. So they're going to have quite a bit to deal with as far as incoming damage there. A couple of minions to help push this dragon back into the base. So he's got quite a few dragons still down here that are actually heading into this Tesla farm. He drops his last few balloons, and they're going to go in and help get these Teslas taken care of, since the dragons are going to be stuck on the high HP storages. So 1 Tesla left and a couple of archer towers. Now it's looking pretty good. Not enough to take down the last of the dragons, so we're actually going to speed this up a bit. They're going to move through, take out the expo, and then work on taking out the last of the defenses, and that's a wrap on this base. Crowner picking up the 3-star for 50 Spartans. Alright, moving up to number 16, we've got Judge and Executioner, and he is bringing the Queen Walk Laloon. So he starts off the heroes at the northwest side of the base. The king is going to work down these trash buildings on the outside here, and then the queen, she's going to work her way in towards this air defense, and eventually she's going to trigger the enemy CC. So we're going to speed up the entry a little bit, and heroes, they're taking their time working through things. There's the king's ability. Now he's going to work on that storage there, and then the queen, she's going to step up and finally start working on these defenses. So first air defense is down. She's actually going to work back now, and that's where she takes on the enemy queen. And I was wrong, she actually didn't take on the enemy CC. It was the enemy queen I was thinking of. Either way, still good value. Now the Laloon portion's coming in from the west and southeast sides of the base. And he's going to be dropping in his haste spells to get the balloons in while the hounds are in there tanking. Now the queen triggered the enemy CC. Out comes a hound. So she's going to be stuck up there a little bit working on that. In the meantime, the balloons are doing work down here, moving their way through the base, taking out all the defenses. And still pretty much all of his balloons up. I think his hounds are down now. Actually, his last hound just popped. So now he's got 1 haste left, and that's going to get these balloons through the last few critical defenses. The enemy CC hound popped as well, so he's got some lava pups on his balloons, but with all the balloons that are still up, that's not going to make even a little bit of a difference in this raid. So there they go, taking down the last defense with that Tesla over there. Now it's just cleanup, balloons working around the outside. He's got all kinds of lava pups and minions. And of course his queen is still at full health, and she just now used her ability. So very good hit here from Judge and Executioner. Now looking at number 15, we've got someone, not sure who, taking Gobo Laloon against this base. Again, we've got some grounded expos and a pretty big kill squad, so he's going to be able to get in and get pretty good value from his heroes and bowlers. Wall breakers, they're going to get that opened up, and then the golems, they're going to redirect into that compartment. Here comes the king, queen, and the CC bowlers as they head in, and there's the jump spell. Lava Hound comes out of the enemy CC. It's going to hold up the queen a bit, but really not a huge issue. There's the rage spell down, and that's going to get a lot of work out of the bowlers. There's even a Tesla farm over here, so really good value out of this kill squad. Even though it was a heavy kill squad, it was definitely worth it. So now they're engaging the enemy queen. So the enemy queen goes down as well. Looks like they got another wizard tower and an air sweeper. So now he's got the lava hounds coming in from the north and northeast side, followed in by the balloons, and then the haste spells are down to get them in. Let's see, he's got a couple of bowlers it looks like still up, some wizards and archers down there. I think both of his heroes are down now. Not really going to make a difference. He's got a rage spell left in the bag, and he's going to want to use that over here with the air defense. So there's the rage spell. That pushes the balloon straight into the air defense, and the last few balloons come in behind these archer towers over here. So nothing left at this point that can take out the balloons. And he still has a lava hound up that didn't pop, which that's usually not good because it takes away some of your cleanup troops. But obviously in this raid it didn't matter because he's still going to be able to pick up that 3-star. Now we're going to speed it up because it's going to be just pretty much slow cleanup for the balloons. They've got to work their way all around to all these different buildings. So there they go. Now they're heading into the last building, and someone picks up a 3-star. Alright, looking at number 9, we've got a hit from the leader himself, Artillery Jr. Of course, it's one of his many accounts. He is coming in with Queen Walk Hogs. So no golems in this attack. He's starting off with the queen and healers, and they're going to work in, take out the enemy queen and take out the enemy CC, as well as picking up some high value buildings on the way. So of course the baby dragon came down and a couple of hogs over here, and that's going to help funnel the queen so that she goes the correct way. Now she's heading in, she's going to take out that wizard tower and step up in and engage the enemy queen. So she's got the X-bow on her and the queen, so he's going to need the rage spell, which comes down and keeps the queen alive and pushing along. She's still got her ability, which is good. And here in just a little bit, she's going to step in and take on the enemy CC. So there it goes. Hog Rider came out just to help in case she didn't pull the CC. Didn't really matter either way. Poison's down. That's going to make pretty quick work of the goblins and Valk and Baby Dragon. So, enemy CC down, enemy queen is down. Now it's about time for the Hog Riders to start coming in. And there they go. Let's see, so his king went in with the Hog Riders, and his king is engaging the enemy king, so the enemy king wasn't doing any damage to his hogs. Now unfortunately that heal spell gets dropped, and the Hog Riders find a way to work all the way around the heal spell, barely picking up any of its effect. So they're going to head over to that wizard tower, and then back into the expo right around when the heal spell fades. So that was unfortunate. He pretty much pre-swagged a heal spell, and then he doesn't get a whole lot out of the second one either. But he's still got a whole lot of Hog Riders up, although they are being pestered right now by all the skeleton traps. So he could have maybe saved an extra poison just to clear out those skellies. But obviously it's not going to make a difference. Last heal spell is down, and that's going to keep the Hog Riders alive through the expo and through the bomb tower. Now they've got one more expo and a wizard tower to go through. They hit a giant bomb on the way over, but they managed to get the wizard tower down. The expo, however, is not actually going to go down because the skellies, they're able to take out the Hog Riders before they get that done. So those skellies, they'll move down, take out that wizard, but the queen still has her healers and the king is coming as well. He's going to get healed up and he's going to tank the expo. So not a big deal. Queen takes care of the expo. Now there are no defenses left. They're going to work through that wall and then get the 3-star picked up. Alright, so for the last 9v9 I'm going to show, we've got Judge and Executioner coming in again. This time bringing in a regular Laloon attack. He's got 3 Lava Hounds, a whole bunch of balloons, and his heroes, which have started off in the north. Now they're eventually going to work their way to the first air defense, and then the queen, she's going to take care of a couple of the wizard towers as well. Which, when you're doing a Laloon, especially when you're going balloon heavy, taking out the wizard towers is also pretty high value. So we're going to speed this up just a little bit as the queen works her way through. Taking out the mortar, now she targets the air defense, and then onto the wizard towers. Actually, a Tesla's going to pop up in the middle of those wizard towers as well, which the queen will be able to take care of easily. So there it is, pops her ability, moves on to the second wizard tower. Now as she dies out, the Laloon has come in from the east side of the base. So Lava Hound's in. He's got the Rage Spell, Poison, and the Skellies to take care of the enemy queen. Not a problem at all. She goes down easily. So a couple more haste spells are going to push the balloons through. Hounds are tanking. And notice he hasn't even dropped all of his balloons yet. He just dropped a couple more from the backside. There's one more haste, and he's got one last haste to use up here by the rest of the Tesla farm. Heal spell comes down, make sure those balloons stay pretty healthy as they take on all that splash damage and point damage from the Teslas. So they get that taken care of, no problem. He's still got 5 balloons in the bag as the balloons go into the final defense on the base. And I think he actually just drops the balloons around the outside for cleanup, even though they're really not needed. It's basically 25 or so housing space he swags. So definitely a dominant attack here from Judge and Executioner, getting it done and picking up the 3-star for 50 Spartans. Okay, and for the last attack here, we've actually got a 10v10, and it's a dragon attack, and he's got bowlers with his heroes, which are going to take out the air defenses, basically. So the queen has started up in the north, and he started one of the bowlers down here by the town hall. It's actually going to turn and get skip damage off of that gold mine onto the air defense. So first air defense is down. The queen uses her ability. She's going to get a few more buildings before she gets taken care of. Now down here in the south, we've got the king, and he's going to be followed up by a couple more bowlers. Rage spell actually comes down, so the bowlers are going to make quick work of that air defense down in the south. This air defense is still standing. The bowler didn't quite get enough damage on it from the skips. As you can see, it's just barely hanging in there. So the king uses his ability. He's going to work his way towards the town hall. And now we've got dragons and a baby dragon working on the funnel. So there's the rest of the dragons. They're all coming in towards that air defense. And notice he's actually got a clone spell as well. So he's going to end up cloning the balloons, I believe. So out of the CC, it looks like he's got 3 baby dragons to deal with. Maybe it was just 2 and something else I didn't quite see. But anyway, there's the clone spell. So a whole lot of balloons now in the core of the base, just taking out all the defenses. Now the balloons are down, and the dragons are going to come up from behind the balloons and continue pushing their way through the core. Not a problem at all. Expo is about to go down. Actually, it targeted the Tesla, but now it's targeting the Expo, and that's one of the big defenses you want to try and get taken out when you're doing a dragon attack. So it looks like all the dragons have actually grouped up over here in the east side of the base. But remember, this air defense only has one little bit of HP left, so it goes down very quickly. Now the Expo goes down, and the only thing that can threaten the dragons now are the 2 archer towers, but there are just way too many dragons left for the archer towers to actually be able to take them out. So we're going to speed this up a little bit as the dragons work through the last of the defenses here. A couple of high HP buildings, nothing to worry about. That archer tower is working away, but it just can't really put a dent in these dragons. Very nicely done by Ace of Spades. Anyway guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. This was the last war of the regular season for 50 Spartans. They finished up the season 7-2. So next they're going to be making it into the playoff wars, which should be happening somewhere around January 6th, I believe. So if you guys want to stay tuned in for the playoffs and the finals, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you all next time.